bougiest episode of the 50 by far.
You don't have lunches like this on all the peaks?
No, it's usually a handful of nuts.
Yeah, it's a bunch of dudes.
Buenos dias, folks. For the first time ever, that little intro of mine is quite fitting because we're down here in South America, in Portillo, Chile to be exact, to film an episode of the 50 Plus. Crew-wise, behind the lens, we got Mike, the godfather of freeskiing, Douglas. We've got my wife and lifelong adventure buddy, Elyse Saugstad. Got my son here as well. And for the first time ever, the author of the book, The 50 Classic Ski Descents of North America, Chris Davenport. We're down here to ski a line that is pretty renowned, one that Chris Davenport has skied quite often. And we're going to use his expertise to determine if it's a classic or not. But before then, I want to introduce you to this place, Portillo, Chile. It's known as the cruise ship in the sky. It's this beautiful hotel set in the massive Andes. And personally, it's got this vibe that sort of reminds me of like a Wes Anderson film, kind of like Grand Budapest Hotel. Douglas, no, we're not gonna do it. It's a trope, it's played. Okay, fine. We're doing the Wes Anderson film.
When in Portillo, expect things such as stunning vistas, fireside relaxation, luxury dining, quirky lifts, terrain for all levels, full-size gymnasium, local culture and music, thermal baths, lunch with a view, World Cup ski racers, spectacular sunsets, clairvoyant ski boot concierge, and a friendly ski valet.
All right, now that Douglas got that bug out, let's get back to the point of this episode, which is the Super C couloir, a legendary, almost mythical couloir. It is one of the easiest, accessible, biggest couloirs there is in this world. All you have to do is take up the roca jack, and then from there you boot up about 2,300 vert or 700 meters, get up to this col, drop in down the other side, down a 45 to nearly 50-degree pitch. From there, you're going to descend almost 5,000 vertical feet, so 1,500 meters. Goes straight back to the Juncalillo chairlift. But today's not the day for the Super C. Tad windy, so let's just go ski around. That's cold.
Great job, you guys. Woo!
Like, follow, and subscribe. Thank you.
Living your best life.
Truly blessed.
So Portillo has one of the longest skiing histories of any resort really in the world. It started here in the late 1800s when the train from Santiago to Mendoza through the Andes was completed. That brought the first skiers up here, and in 1949 the Chilean government finished the Hotel Portillo. It was built. That's the hotel that we see today. This place really got on the international map in 1966 with the World Alpine Ski Championships. And this was actually the first World Championships in skiing outside of the Northern Hemisphere. In fact, in the Central Bar in Portillo, the World Cup concept was created.
So Dav and I just told him that he set the new course record so that we didn't have to spend all day on the race course.
So what should we do now?
Well, I think since it's gotten a little warm this afternoon that we should do an adventure run. And one of my favorite ones is going out across the Chilean Argentinian border and down through the train tunnel. You've done that?
Actually, I haven't.
You've never done it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's certainly worth checking out.
Let's go.
Stop.
It's not often you cross an international highway and major checkpoint of a border to go skiing.
Welcome to Chile.
Hola. Hola, hola. Bien, ustedes?
Bien, gracias. Getting up there. What's like most ski areas, you're on a mountain and you look out. But here you're in a valley and you look across at the other side of the ski area. Like one of the cool reasons to come over to this side of the valley actually is because it's one of the only places you can get a view of the Super C.
It's actually a really hard line to see from anywhere. You kind of just go.
Yeah, I mean, you're either directly underneath it on the traverse or you're driving up the highway and you kind of look up.
Yeah, but even then you only see portions of it.
Yeah, but the helicopter view is good.
Is epic.
Is epic, but this view is about as good as you get from land. Looking straight across. I mean, you don't see the upper like 500 feet, but the middle section, which looks really narrow, is actually like 30, 40 feet wide, 10 meters wide.
It's dark in there. Yeah, I live in a place where there's pretty impressive snow tunnels, but I don't think there's any couloirs you can ski out of them like this one.
This is the treacherous part.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I almost went down too. Yeah, that's the #1 hazard of the train tunnel couloir.
Yeah, this thing can be easy to miss, but here we are.
Yeah, no, I wasn't with you. I probably would have walked right by it.
Yeah. Watch your head.
This is sick.
Cool.
This is so cool.
Here we are.
That's sick.
Train tunnel couloir, baby.
Oh yeah.
Right as we're losing the light a little.
Let's ski this thing.
Yeah. Well, we just had a little bit of ice fall come off this. There's a big couloir up above here, and with the temperatures that we had today, things warmed up, and so we just had a small sort of isolanche come down. Not too big a deal, but if you took one of those pieces to the head, it wouldn't have been good.
No.
So we'll keep an eye on it.
3, 2, 1. Fun. So to end this adventure, typically you can ski straight to that chairlift, Portillo. It seemed to have gotten shut down early. We thought it closed at 5. It's 4:30 and it's closed. So we're hitchhiking. This definitely guy's gonna not pick us up. It's a very small car. Yeah, first try.
Yes. amigo.
Voy a Portillo.
Sí.
Voy al
Let-
cuartel militar, eso sí.
Okay.
Después caminan.
Okay.
You want the hotel.
Sí, a militario, perfecto, gracias. They'll just take us to the base.
Okay,
The
cool.
base is close.
Yeah, yeah.
We ski here.
Militares bajan
Sí.
por aquí.
Okay, amigo, chao. Gracias.
We did it. That was first try. It didn't even take like 2 hours. It was amazing. All right, it is Super C Day, our day that we had targeted. Not the weekend, Monday morning. Checking out the open snow forecast. It's actually a bit colder than yesterday, which is exactly what we want. You know, when warmth is a factor, you always want to be going for the day after the warmest day. So hopefully cooling down a little bit. We did see a little bit of flushing on some of these big open slopes, so hopefully it flushed out yesterday and we won't have to deal with any sort of warming overhead hazard. We are starting early in the morning, as early as we can with dropping off babies at babysitters and whatnot. Always a cluster, but yeah, maybe some northwest winds, which will keep things generally kind of cool. Rest of the week's looking a little cloudy. We're going for it on a bluebird day. I think it's like perfect conditions. So here we go.
Starting your day on the Roca Jack never sucks, never gets old. Oh yeah.
And we're off. Leaving the Roca Jack, got about 2,300 vert of straight boot packing to the top. Oh yeah, you can already see Aconcagua. Tallest mountain in the Western Hemisphere.
The last time I skied here with Cody, we probably would have been going up and going for that stuff down there, all those power lines. But now he's a ski mountaineer. We just gotta climb and ski hard snow. But what can you do?
Yeah, this is probably the main crux of the climb, the little traverse.
Those are some sick shots.
However, this is looking like it's in pretty dang good condition. I have done this before and it was much hairier.
It'd be like the only position you might want crampons for.
The thing is, you don't want to accidentally fall down that because that's a no.
Close out.
It's a closeout down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally like someone took their shovel out and carved it out.
That's what I was just saying. There's been so much traffic, I think it's just been totally stepped out.
The crux was not much of a crux. The real crux of the day, like it has been for the last few years, when Elyse and I skied together, was childcare. We're at the official top of the Super C, dropping in right down there. You can drop in from over there too, but this is like a little bonus extra credit. Plus it gets this incredible view. And yeah, have we decided who's going first?
I think Dad's going to take the honor.
I totally don't care, so if you want to go first, you can.
Mr. Portillo takes honors.
Yeah, Mr. Portillo.
I think I'm going to put my boots in ski mode.
Oh, that's always smart. There's that good snow. Little fluff. Beauty.
That's a lot of turns.
Oh, that was fun. Ooh, so fun. This is enjoyable. I like this. We're skiing with our friends down the Super D. Wow. It's a very long couloir. We are gassed. Boom, boom, boom.
That's big, Dad. That's big.
That's big. I can tell it's big because my legs actually feel it, and there's not many lines like that on Earth that are 5,000 feet right to a chairlift.
Yeah.
Nothing but smiles.
I mean, it's pretty hard to find a 5,000-foot descent anywhere, and then it stops the couloir like that. Impressive. But let's go to the bar.
Yeah, I'm thirsty and hungry.
I'm thirsty and hungry too.
Oh, hey, let's not forget about our kid.
Oh yeah, our kid.
Cheers to going up the Super C with you guys.
Yeah.
That was special.
That was very special.
I mean, like to get it in good conditions and on a gorgeous day. It's kind of not rare, but we're fortunate. Yep.
Feel pretty lucky. That was fun.
Now, I kind of already have an answer, but I'm going to defer to the expert, not only on Portillo, but just in writing books about classics.
Yeah.
So, in your words, classic or not?
I think it's absolutely a classic. For me, it checks every box. It's got the aesthetics, it's got the steepness, the length, faces the right direction. It doesn't give itself up easily. You got to climb. The views are amazing. It holds incredible snow. I'm not sure what else you need to add to make something a classic ski descent. It's kind of it's like a freak of nature.
It is. It fully feels like a freak of nature. Like it's, in a certain way, the aesthetics, it's actually hard to ever get a really good sight of it. The
Yes.
aesthetics are once you're on top of it and dropping into it, and you're like, as you're going through it, you just continue to be like, oh my God, it keeps going, and it's kind of turning, and it keeps going,
Yeah.
and it keeps going, and it keeps going, and you're just like, whoa.
And I like the fact that it is a little bit hidden from view. It's sort of like it's got this hidden beauty to it. It's not like a meteorite or a university peak that is just right in your face and you're like, wow, look at that. This thing is a little more elusive.
There's a lot of lore to the Super C. Before I ever came down here, I heard about the Super C,
Yeah.
couloir. Anyone that's been here is like, you gotta go ski it.
So here's where I would push back on. So in my whole list, which you can I have my categories and what would make a classic, what defines it, up on the website. And I would push back a little bit because the climb is so short, which can also be a benefit, but in a certain way, it's like it feels almost like you're like, oh, it's just pretty easy to get there.
But it's not that short.
No, it's not. It's actually at a good length.
And the altitude is so high, that's a big factor too.
Yeah. It is at altitude. But it can be a 1 hour climb.
Yeah.
It can be a 2 hour climb. It can be a 4 hour climb depending on the snow conditions.
Breaking trail.
If you're
for
breaking
sure.
trail, it's not that easy.
The only quality I would push back on is it doesn't feel like this full adventure to get there.
Yeah.
But the thing that makes up for it, I think, is like if you were to go 5 out of 5 on ski quality, this is like a 6 out of 5 and maybe a 3 out of 5 on like adventure quality, like climbing quality or whatnot, because I think it's just the skiing makes up for it. Last question. This would be the definer. If the Super C was in North America, would have made the book?
Yeah, I mean, that's a really good question, and for me, it's an easy answer. Absolutely, yes. I still believe it is one of the most aesthetic, the most beautiful, the most striking couloirs in the world, and not just North America or South America, literally in the world. And you know, we've all traveled all over the world. I haven't seen many things like that.
So it's a classic.
Yes, you agree?
I vote for it being a classic too.
I'm not gonna lie, I came down here on this trip already knowing it was gonna be a classic. So,
but it's nice to talk. It's nice to talk it through and kind of
totally
help us understand like what makes something so awesome, so classic, so beautiful. Yeah, it stands the test of time. I think this one's gonna hold up forever for history.
Yeah, for sure.